Thank you. What a great introduction. Yeah, you can stay over there. Thank you. Hello, everyone. It's a hard gig following you and women. We will do our best. My name is Michaela Connor. I think we got a great introduction, so I won't spend too much time doing that. I interviewed Jenna for IWTA about a month ago, but before the interview, she said to me, "No, I don't think my story is that special. I don't know if I should participate." And I assured her that IWTA is not about title, it's not about where you are, it's about ordinary women in travel Asia doing extraordinary things and sharing their story and their background to inspire others. And throughout the interview, I had goosebumps on my arms when she was sharing her story. So I volunteered her to come to RISE today to share it with you guys. Jenna, warm welcome. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your background?
Thank you so much, Michaela, and thank you so much for the RISE conference organizer for having me here. It's a great pleasure to be here and to share my grassroots story. This photo is definitely beautified, so this is me. All right, so I would like to share my journey. So Michaela told me this presentation is all about me, so I really made it about me. You're gonna see a lot of photos of me. All right, so I was born in a third-tier city in China, raised by a single mom ever since I was 5. My dad completely left us from 5 and didn't appear again until I'm 17. So me and my mom were struggling financially throughout my entire childhood. We lived in one-bedroom flat and shared the same bed with my mom until I was 17. And my only dream back then was I have to get a university degree, land on a good job so I can financially support my mom and so she doesn't need to work so hard anymore. And then after I graduated from university, I landed a job in the public sector in China in a third-tier city again. And then I was fortunately to working with a group of young, inspiring, and professionals who graduated from overseas university and who could speak fluent English and communicate with foreign customers. I was so jealous. I was like, I couldn't really speaking a single sentence in English. I want something bigger and better. So luckily, my dad came back to our life. He became quite successful and could financially support me to pursue my master's degrees in Australia. So I went to University of Queensland and did my master's in marketing and entrepreneur, and where it led me to my next journey to Singapore. I got hired as a conference producer in Singapore, had a quota every month to produce one conference per month within 28 days, 2 days program with 14 speakers on board. That was a very high pressure job, and I cried many times in the toilet. But fortunately, that job led me to my next job, which is working as a marketing manager for Marina Bay Sands. I was in charge of convention center marketing and the hotel group sales. And while working in Marina Bay Sands, I fell in love with hospitality. And I was also organizing wedding showcases for Marina Bay Sands Convention Center. And that inspired me that I need to help the wedding couples who are planning their weddings in Singapore. Because they spend so much time on finding the right vendor to realize their wedding dreams. So after 3 years working for Marina Bay Sands, I decided to quit. And I wanted to create a marketplace, something like a Pinterest for weddings. So the couples can go to my marketplace called XE Planner and just collect some inspirations, like photos on the platform. The platform will automatically recommend those vendors in Singapore who can help them realize their wedding. Simple like that. They also have the wedding planning checklist, everything, and budget planning, everything. I worked so hard, from scratch, like ideas to making the platform, algorithm, hire the vendor team, Miss team, and launched finally. 2 or 3 months later, I can't remember, COVID came. So the Singapore government started changing wedding policies from, today you can do 100 people solemnization, tomorrow you can do 15 people solemnization. So my platform, we used to have 300 wedding suppliers on the platform. I can't get any commission from the bookings. However, also the business model has leakage. We had a lot of leakage from online booking to offline booking. So after 2 years putting my heart, effort, sweat, and blood into the platform, I think I should move on and just end the journey because it's not on the right track. So sometimes what I learned from this journey is sometimes when you feel you're not on the right track, your efforts are not getting return on investment, it's smart, it's right to pause and reset. So after Exit Planner, I finally decided to close after Exit Planner after 4 years and started to going back to the workforce when I was 37 and I was a mom. My child was only 3 years old. I was terrified to find a job because in the past 4 years, I didn't have a full-time job. I was 37 and I'm a new mom. Who would hire someone like this? But luckily, I started interviewing, and I was surprised. I was quite popular, actually. I got 2 offers at the same time. One is Duetto, the other one is another industry. And I was wondering why I'm so popular. And then I realized, actually, in the past 4 years, I didn't waste my time. I kept learning. I learned how to run a business, an enterprise so with the commercial mindset. I learned to be so resourceful that, whatever challenges I have, I roll up my sleeves and just learn. I learned how to build a website. I learned HTML coding, and all these things I've learned while I was running my business. And I learned to be optimistic. On being an entrepreneur, it's like a journey on a roller coaster every day. It filled with self-doubts. I actually ticked all the boxes that Kun Supaping just mentioned. That the disadvantage of a female entrepreneur, I ticked all the boxes. Couldn't secure capital, always felt I'm not capable enough, always felt that I am not perfect, and I have to be perfect. So, my advice to everyone here, whether you are starting your business or running a business, stay hungry and stay resilient, and also stay agile. Adapt your changes in your life.
I will leave you with these wise words from Jenna, and also let failures be your superpower. Let it be your teacher, and let it be the vehicle that can unleash the potential that you didn't think that you had. Jenna Zue, everyone. Thank you, Jenna.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Michaela.